Hello everybody, welcome back to a brand new video, and in today's video we're going to be having a look at the Friday the 13th Jason Lives Part 6 Ultimate Jason Voorhees action figure from NECA. If you guys have seen my other reviews on the channel, I have reviewed the Part 2 Jason, the Part 3 Jason, and the Part 5 Jason. So now we're on to Part 6. So yeah, it's got the nice poster for Jason Lives. I've always liked this poster. While I'm not a particular fan of the movie, I do like the poster that accompanies it. On the top of the box, it says, "Warning, choking hazard, small parts, not for children under 3 years. Ages 17 and up," right there in the corner. On the side, you've got a nice title, Jason Lives, with a Jason Voorhees tombstone at the bottom. On the back, you get a little read-up. It says, "As a child, Tommy Jarvis did what many others died trying to do. He killed Jason Voorhees, the mass murderer who terrorized the residents of Camp Crystal Lake. Years later, tormented by the fear that maybe Jason isn't really dead, Tommy and a friend make a fateful trip to Jason's grave." On the back, you get a couple pictures of Jason. You get a picture there with his machete, you get a picture there with the spear, unmasked look of Jason, and a picture of the tombstone. On this side, it's just the same thing as the other side. So, yeah, that is the packaging. Without further ado, let's get this guy opened up and have a closer look. Alrighty, so here we have Jason out of his packaging. Before we have a look at Jason, we're going to have a look at some of his accessories. So first, he comes with a hunting knife, which, by the way, you actually, this and the machete, you can put on his belt, which is very cool. But yeah, it comes with a hunting knife. Very nice design, type of hunting knife. I personally like the handle on this thing. It's pretty cool looking. But yeah, nothing too special about it. It's just a regular old hunting knife. He also comes with his trusty machete. Just a basic looking machete, but this one seems to have like this crease right here that the other ones do not have. It's like a lip of some sort. But yeah, just a classic machete. No blood, no nothing. Then he comes with a spear, which it does come in two parts. You just have to put it together. We say it's a spear, but in reality, it's just a fence post that Jason rips out of the, or Tommy, sorry, rips out of the fence. And you know, he drives it into Jason, and then the bottom is electrocuted by lightning, and that's why it's got this very worn, beaten up into it here. But yeah, that is cool. It's a one way to display your figures with the spear. I don't like to do it because I keep my figures in very close quarters, so when I have them displayed with the spear, it tends to clash into other figures. He comes with one alternative hand, and I'm going to personally say this right now, I hate the hands that come with this Jason. First of all, they're molded shut, so you can't open them. You just have to slide them through the hole. That's what she said. Actually, that's not what she said. I don't want to get demonetized. Anyway, so yeah, you have to put it through his hand, and you can't open him up. He doesn't come with any open hands either, which is very annoying. And it makes it very awkward when he's just standing there close-fisted like that. He looks more like a Lego character. But yeah, he comes with one useless alternative hand. And the final accessory he comes with is a tombstone. This is the Jason Voorhees tombstone. I mean, this tombstone is, it's okay, but the one that comes with the Part 5 Jason just shits all over this one. This is just a standalone piece right there. It's got some nice, like, weed work. It's got, like, this ivy growing on it or of some sort. You know, it's got a crack in the back. Just nice detailing. Very nice. So yeah, let's get into the figure itself. So the Part 6 Jason is definitely one of my favorite designs for Jason. I know everybody shits all over this design because he wears the garden gloves and the utility belt. But I think it's a nice, different look. It differentiates him from the Part 3 and 4 Jason, because ultimately, if he didn't have this or these, it would pretty much just be the same exact outfit from the last two films. This Jason is just covered in blood on his pants. I'm not quite sure if that's movie accurate. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of Jason Part 6, so I really haven't seen all that much of it. Like I've probably watched it fully about once, maybe, and that's about it. So, I know Mezco, very long time ago, released a Part 6 too, and I think it just shits all over this one. I mean, this one's much more screen accurate, but I find that figure to be much better. One interesting thing about this Jason there, I'll move him aside because I don't want to spoil the head sculpt yet. This Jason's mask has the eyes blacked out. Like, there's no holes there. It's just molded in. And I guess that's just because in the film you don't really see his eyes ever. Yeah. For some reason mine, or I guess everyone would come like this, it doesn't have the gash. Like, there's a mark there, but there's no actual slit, which is disappointing. Also, the shape of this mask is very off. In the movie, his mask is very wide, like that. But for some reason, it takes this kind of Part 3-4 shape. Yeah. Another thing that always frustrates me about the Part 6 mask is its lack of continuity. For some reason, he now has a full chevron that is a completely different shape. When in the end of Part 4, he only has half a chevron left. And the chevrons never looked like that, but, you know, it's whatever. So here we have Jason's head. I've never particularly been a big fan of this head sculpt. It's a good sculpt by NECA, but I don't really feel like it looks like how it did in the movie. This Jason is much fatter. Like, his head's much wider. Jason was more slimmed down in Part 6, I feel. But yeah, he's got like this green moss type of look to him, and I guess that's bone right there. It's his skull. And he also, this Jason doesn't really carry any of the damage. Like, he's got like one line to signify an entire machete going halfway through his head. I don't know. He also has, down at the bottom of the pants, his pants are all ripped up at the bottom, the hems and things like that. So, yeah. This Jason does have a head swivel. He does bend at the elbow. He has wrist articulation. He does bend at the knees. His legs can go back and forth, which I don't like to do because it stretches this little diaper piece out. I hate when it does that. I would say out of all the Ultimate Jasons they make, Part 6 is definitely probably the weakest of them. I think I just feel like going back and maybe redoing this figure, maybe doing a re-release, would do this figure some good. Maybe give him another alternative hand. Maybe make it so that you can open the hands up. That would be nice. Maybe a bit more detailing on the mask, you know, make it so that that's an actual slit and make it the right shape. Small things like that that I think could do this figure some justice. I'm gonna put the knife in his little holster here. See if I can get this on camera. You have to, yeah, there you go. And you have to get these two bands around it. It's not too tricky. Just like that. So yeah, that is the Friday the 13th Part 6 Ultimate Jason Voorhees. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, make sure to give it a like, subscribe, check out some of my other videos, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.